Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all of you. Today I would like to interview some of students from Baitumal Professional College about MURABAHAH. Before we start, let me share about the definition of MURABAHAH. By literal meaning, MURABAHAH means increase in capital or profit of trading. While technical meaning is it is a sale contract in which the item is sold to buyer at selling price, which is cost price plus profit margin. Okay, first one is alpha. Okay, alpha. Murabahah are divided by two types, and how these two types of agreements are made.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad dan Alfa bin Mas'ad. I'm from class TPHU 4A. Thank you Hakim for the question. Now I will give two types of murabahah. First one is murabahah with order. The sale and purchase of transaction occurs after the seller buys the good that have been ordered by the buyer. The order may or may not be binding. When binding, the buyer can cancel the order and must pay for the goods that have already ordered. Secondly is murabahah contract without order. Murabahah contract without order can be explained by the sellers that able to buy goods without having the prior order from the buyer. This murabahah contract is non-binding. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alpha. Next, I want to ask Nadia. Nadia, can you give the pillars of conditions in murabahah?
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nadia Shahada and I'm from class TPHU 4A. Thanks to Hakim for the question, and my answer to the question really, there are several parts, namely, I will give three conditions that's important in murabahah. The first one is the markup profit must be disclosed to the contracting parties. That means the seller must be disclosed the amount of profit earned, and it must be agreed by both parties. The secondly is the murabahah contract should not be lead to riba. The increment that arises from a ribawi item is considered riba rather than profit. And the lastly is the subject of sale must be specifically known and identified to the buyer. Okay, next I will list some pillars in murabahah. It has 5 related pillars such as a seller, buyer, merchandise or goods, price, and the last but not least, ijab and qabul.
Okay, thank you Nadia. So now, I would like to invite Aini to share more about conditions of murabahah.
Thank you for the question. I will give a simple answer. Another condition of murabahah given by Nadia is, number one is murabahah must have an ijab and qabul, because this concept is Islamic trading. Number two, the transaction of murabahah must be done willingly by buyers. And lastly, the buyer must pay according to seller, means like set time and price for buyers paid to seller. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you very much, Aini. Lastly, Humaira. Okay, Humaira, can you give me the modus operandi in murabahah?
Thank you to the Hakim for the question. So, the modus operandi of al-murabahah is first, the customers to make buying and selling murabahah contract with the bank, and the bank acting as the seller, while the customer as the buyer had negotiated. Secondly, the bank makes a purchase of goods to the supplier due to the order from the buyer or customer. Next, the supplier sends the goods to the bank. Lastly, bank will give the customer the goods at a cost profit on a credit basis, and the customer pays the bank within a agreed term of financing. For example, Ali wants to buy a car. Firstly, Ali must to identify the car to be acquired. Next, the bank will purchase the identified car from the owner on a cash basis, and the bank sell the car to Ali at a cost plus profit on a credit basis. And lastly, Ali pays the bank within agreed term of financing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Mufauzi from class PSU 6B. I will read one or two propositions about murabahah. At the first, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa Allahul bai'a wa harrama riba, which means is, and Allah has made trading lawful and forbidden. Surah Al-Baqarah verse 275. The second is Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu la ta'kulu amwalakum bainakum bil batil illa an takuna tijarah an taradin minkum wa la ta'tulu anfusakum Innallaha kana bikum rahima, which means, O you who believe, devour not one another's wealth by false means, except by trade between yourselves. Surah An-Nisa, verse 29.
Okay, thank you very much. So, as the conclusion, murabahah is a purchase of a form of financial management allowed in Islam. It is trustworthy and no riba, does not oppress any party, and it is halal from Islamic law. So it is highly encouraged, and I hope everyone can understand about murabahah and apply it in our life, inshallah. So that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.